China took action on the Venezuela issue very quietly, but very strongly. A few hours after news came that President Nicolás Maduro had been abducted, China's President Xi Jinping called an emergency meeting of the top Chinese leadership. The meeting lasted 2 hours. China did not give any public statement. There were no threats, only silence. After this meeting, China activated a plan that focuses on hurting the opponent without direct war. China considers Venezuela very important because it is in Latin America, close to the United States. On January 4th at 9:15 in the morning, China's central bank stopped all U.S. dollar transactions with American defense companies. Boeing, Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and General Dynamics were informed that their money dealings with China were frozen without warning. A little later, China's largest power company announced it would review all contracts with American electrical companies. This showed China was slowly cutting off U.S. technology. That same day in the afternoon, China's national oil company changed its global oil supply plan. China canceled oil deals worth $47 billion per year with American refineries. The oil that was going to the U.S. was sent to countries like India, Brazil, South Africa, and others. Oil prices jumped by 23% in one day. The message was clear: China can damage U.S. energy supply without war. China also changed shipping routes. Chinese cargo ships stopped going to major U.S. ports like Los Angeles, New York, and Miami. These ports suddenly lost about 1/3 of their normal shipments. Big companies like Walmart, Amazon, and Target were badly affected because they depend on Chinese ships. Their supply chains were disturbed within hours. All these actions happened at the same time. This was not slow pressure. It was a sudden shock meant to stop the U.S. from reacting properly. China then moved to the global south. On January 4 in the evening, China offered special trade benefits to many countries, including Brazil, India, South Africa, Iran, Turkey, and Indonesia. The condition was simple: they should not recognize any Venezuelan government supported by the U.S. Within one day, 19 countries agreed, including Brazil, India, South Africa, and Mexico. On January 5th, China used its financial power. China expanded its payment system so countries could trade without using the U.S.-controlled SWIFT system. This system is cheaper and faster. In 2 days, $89 billion were traded through it. Central banks from 34 countries joined. This reduced U.S. control over global money. China also used technology pressure. China controls most of the rare earth materials needed for electronics and semiconductors. China announced it would limit exports of these materials to countries that supported Maduro's removal. Big U.S. tech companies like Apple, Microsoft, Google, and Intel became worried because their production depends on China. Every step China took directly hit the U.S. economy. So when people ask what China did for Venezuela, the answer is simple: China fought without declaring war.